What's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about the USA basketball team, man. And I just kind of had an epiphany. You know what I'm saying? I had an epiphany. It's the year 2024, right? And I'm looking at all these teams from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The Dream Team. Now, granted, I wasn't alive for the Dream Team. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Jordan, Magic, Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, John Stockton. I'm forgetting who else was on that team. Larry Bird and stuff like that. That's a historical team. You know what I'm saying? That's a very, very historical team. You know what I'm saying? And I look at this year's 2024 USA team. You know what I'm saying? You got LeBron, Curry, KD, Kawhi was supposed to be in there, but he pulled out. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at the Redeem team with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Kobe, Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? Was Dwight on that team? I don't know if Dwight was on that team. You know what I'm saying? Someone in the comments. Was AI on that team? I don't know. But this is the year where, we lost in the Olympics the year before in 2004. And we had to set up, we had to get Melo. Who else is on there? Chris Paul, Dwight Howard. I was right. Yep. All glory to the Most High. Chris Bosh. Who was that? Is that Vince Carter right there? Is that Vincey in the 4? I can't really see it. The screen is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? And then we had my personal favorite, because this is what I watched when I was a little kid, when I was 12, 13 years old. The 2012 USA team. And by the way, hot take, I do believe this 2012 team will be able to beat the Redeem team. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. You had Westbrook. You had Fred VanVleet, I think that is right there, number 8. You had Harden. You had Iguodala. You had Kobe. You had LeBron. You had KD. You had Kevin Love. You had Melo. You had CP3. You had Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then I even look at the 2016 team with Kobe and LeBron, Melo, Andre Iguodala, young Anthony Davis, CP3, Kevin Love, Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at the USA team, and which is a good team, not denying that. But I look back and say, this is the last team that anybody's going to care about. You know why? And maybe this is a bigger video that I should post. All the best stars are European or African or French. You do realize majority of the league, or Canadian, majority of this NBA is beyond international. And look, I'm not against the international players. I'm not. But me personally, I would you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would say, listen, if you're gonna play for the NBA, you better play for my you're playing for the USA team. If Olajuwon can do it, they can do it too. If Hakeem Olajuwon can do it, then they can do it too. But just look at this, bro. This USA team, right? We have old superstars who can still get the job done, going out there, making the star headline. Let's be real. The top stars on this USA team is LeBron, KD, and Curry. Are they even going to be in the league in 2028? Are they going to? I know LeBron's not. KD might not be. Curry might, but he might. A lot can happen in 4 years. I mean, Curry, out of all 3 of them, Curry's game is built to last longer than all of them. But at the same time, Curry has ankle issues. You know what I'm saying? This is our big 3. I'm not going to say they're washed up, but old guys. Let's be for real. Who's the next superstar? Like, who's going to be the guy to draw to the USA team? We all know Nikola Jokic. We all know Embiid. If he's still in the league, he'd probably still be in the league. Embiid's probably going to go play for France or wherever he's from in Africa, which he wanted to do in the first place. Bro, y'all do realize Embiid's only playing for the USA team because they either probably paid him or because France and Cameroon said no. France definitely said no to KD. I mean, France said no to Embiid because they got Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert are playing for France. Carl Anthony Towns is playing for the DR. Shy and Dylan, what's his dude's name? Why am I forgetting his name? What's that light-skinned dude from the Memphis Grizzlies on the Rockets now? Oh my gosh. Dylan Brooks playing for Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, Luka Doncic is playing for Slavia Lavia, wherever he's from. You know Nikola Jokic is going to play for whatever country he's from. In 2028, who's going to be the guy recruiting everybody? Ant? I mean, I guess Ant. We got to see what Ant develops into. I could definitely see Ant. Tyrese Halliburton, no. Jalen Brunson, I mean, I like Brunson, but I don't think he's going to just recruit anybody from Villanova. Jason Tatum, I don't think anybody's going to follow the lead of Tatum. Same thing with Jaylen Brown. I don't think that either. Like, this is Devin Booker? Like, come on, bro. Donovan, who I love, but I mean, come on, man. Donovan? Paulo is like Spanish, so you know he's going to play for some Spanish team. Trae Young? Like, this team is... I'm going to enjoy watching this team because this is the last time we're going to see a good team like this. A team that people care about from the USA. Unless Ant becomes John Morant, and I like Ja, but not Ja. Zion's too injury prone. Listen, this is the last time we're going to see a team that people care about with star power. It's beyond sad. And listen, look, once again, I'm not against European talent. I'm really not. But I'm sorry. If you're playing for the NBA, you should be playing for the USA. I don't care if you don't want to make that commitment. Fine, you're not taking my USA money. I don't care. You're not taking my USA money. If Hakeem Olajuwon, and there's probably plenty of Europeans I could probably look for that play for their other teams. If you're gonna take my money for the NBA, you better play for the USA team, or you better not play at all. I'm putting that right in their contract. And if you don't like it, don't play for the USA team. Go play in Slavia Lavia, or wherever it's called, whatever leagues you got over there, where they pay you 5 peanuts and 2 pennies. But I'm just looking at it, and I'm just like, dang, this is the last time I'm really going to care about Olympic basketball. Because I don't know who the next star is. We can assume Ant, but I mean, we got to see what he develops into. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the last good USA team. And it's sad what the USA, what these international players have done. Hey, man, it is what it is. But that's my thoughts. What are yours? Do you guys agree this is the last time we're going to have all this star power on a USA team? RJ out.